What if I told you that everything you've been chasing, peace, joy, and freedom, could be yours not by gaining more but by letting go? Have you ever caught yourself replaying a memory, holding on to a dream that no longer serves you, or fearing a future you can't control? This is the human condition. We cling. We cling to what was, to what might be, and to what we think should be. But here's the paradox. Our tightest grip often leads to our greatest suffering. The harder we hold, the heavier life becomes. Letting go, on the other hand, is liberation. In this video, we'll embark on a journey to explore the power of letting go through ancient wisdom, personal stories, and a transformative parable. This isn't about giving up. It's about releasing what no longer serves you so that you can embrace the fullness of life. Together, we'll explore the nature of attachment, the pain of clinging, and the freedom that comes when we finally release. Stick with me, because what you'll learn might just change how you see the world and yourself. Let's dive in. Why do we hold on so tightly? What drives this need to cling to people, possessions, and outcomes? The answer lies in a universal truth. Humans crave certainty. We want to feel secure, loved, and in control. And when we find something that provides even a glimpse of these feelings, we latch on. But here's the catch. Everything in life is impermanent. Relationships change, possessions decay, and even our own bodies grow old. By clinging to what is inherently temporary, we set ourselves up for disappointment. Buddhism describes this clinging as upadana, the root of suffering. It's like grasping sand with your fist. The tighter you squeeze, the more it slips away. Think about the last time you were truly happy. Maybe it was a new job, a budding relationship, or an exciting opportunity. At that moment it felt perfect, but over time imperfections emerged. The job grew stressful, the relationship became complicated, or the opportunity didn't pan out. We believe our happiness depends on external things, so we fight to keep them. But this fight creates tension, like trying to hold water in your hands. Here's an analogy. Imagine you're climbing a mountain, carrying a heavy backpack filled with rocks. Each rock represents an attachment, your expectations, regrets, and fears. The higher you climb, the harder it becomes to carry the load. The view from the top is breathtaking, but you'll never enjoy it if you're too weighed down to stand upright. This is what attachment does. It burdens us, making the journey of life feel like a struggle. Let me share a personal story. There was a time when I was deeply attached to the idea of success. I believed that achieving a specific goal would validate my worth. I worked tirelessly, sacrificing time with loved ones and neglecting my well-being. When I finally reached that goal, the satisfaction was fleeting. Instead of feeling fulfilled, I felt empty. Why? Because I had tied my happiness to an external outcome, an outcome that couldn't sustain me. This is a struggle many of us face. We cling to the idea that something external will complete us. It might be a dream job, a perfect relationship, or even the approval of others. But what happens when we don't get what we want? Or worse, when we get it and still feel unsatisfied? Holding on often leads to suffering. It's like trying to keep a fire burning by clutching the embers in your hands. You only end up burned. Grudges are another form of attachment. Think about a time when someone hurt you and you couldn't let it go. That anger, that resentment, it didn't punish the other person, it punished you. We carry so much, past mistakes, old wounds, and unmet expectations. But the truth is, we don't have to. Buddhism offers profound insights into the nature of attachment and the freedom of letting go. One of its core teachings is the concept of anicca, impermanence. Everything in life is in a constant state of change. The seasons shift, rivers flow, and even mountains erode over time. When we resist this natural flow, we create suffering. A famous Buddhist metaphor is the raft. Imagine you're crossing a river using a raft. Once you reach the other side, do you continue carrying the raft on your back? Of course not. The raft served its purpose, and now it's time to leave it behind. But in life, we often carry rafts long after we've crossed the river. Old identities, past relationships, and outdated beliefs. They served us once, but now they weigh us down. Here's another story from Buddhist tradition. A monk was traveling with his apprentice when they came across a woman struggling to cross a river. The monk carried her across, setting her down on the other side. Hours later, the apprentice couldn't hold back his frustration. "Why did you carry that woman? Monks aren't supposed to touch women." The monk smiled and said, "I set her down hours ago. Why are you still carrying her?" This story reminds us that letting go is an internal process. It's not just about releasing physical objects or relationships. It's about releasing the mental and emotional weight we carry. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop clinging. Let me share a powerful parable that illustrates the transformative power of letting go. There was once a farmer who owned a beautiful horse. One day the horse ran away. The neighbors came to console him, saying, "What bad luck?" The farmer replied, "Maybe." A week later, the horse returned, bringing with it a herd of wild horses. The neighbors exclaimed, "What good fortune!" The farmer replied, "Maybe." While taming the wild horses, the farmer's son fell and broke his leg. The neighbors lamented, "How unfortunate!" The farmer replied, "Maybe." Soon after, the army came to recruit young men for war. Because of his broken leg, the farmer's son was spared. The neighbors rejoiced. "How lucky!" The farmer replied, "Maybe." This story teaches us that life is full of ups and downs, but clinging to outcomes, whether good or bad, keeps us trapped. When we let go of labeling events as good or bad, we free ourselves to simply experience life as it unfolds. Another story tells of a master sculptor who created a magnificent statue. When asked how he crafted such beauty, he said, "I didn't create it. I simply removed what wasn't the statue." Letting go is like sculpting. It's about removing the excess, the fears, doubts, and attachments to reveal the masterpiece within. Now that we've explored the philosophy of letting go, how can we apply it in our daily lives? 1. Recognize what you're holding on to. Take a moment to reflect. What are you clinging to? Is it a past mistake, an unmet expectation, or a fear of the future? Awareness is the first step to letting go. 2. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness helps us observe our thoughts without judgment. Meditation, even for a few minutes a day, can create the space needed to release attachments. 3. Reframe your perspective. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" try asking, "What can this teach me?" Shifting your mindset can transform challenges into opportunities for growth. 4. Trust the process. Life has its rhythm. Trust that letting go creates room for new experiences, opportunities, and growth. 5. Simplify your life. Decluttering your physical space can be a powerful metaphor for letting go emotionally. Donate what you no longer use. Release what doesn't spark joy. 6. Forgive. Forgiveness isn't about condoning what happened. It's about freeing yourself from the burden of resentment. Letting go is a practice, not a one-time event. Be patient with yourself. Letting go is one of the hardest things we'll ever do, but it's also the most liberating. When we let go, we create space. Space for joy, peace, and the unexpected beauty of life. We stop clinging to the past and fearing the future. We begin to live fully in the present. As you move forward, remember, you are not your attachments. You are so much more. If this story resonated with you, share it with someone who might need it. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories that inspire transformation. Until next time, remember, the less you hold on, the more you can embrace.